Welcome to Subramani.com. Today I'm going to talk about a risk which people do not understand, and I have no clue why. People who are very careful about their checkbook, where maybe 50,000 rupees is lying in the savings bank account, would carelessly leave their demat instruction slip with their broker. This stuns me. I mean, I leave my slip with my broker, whom I've known for 40 years. We were both young boys when we met, and both of us are old men now. So, right, it's a 40-year relationship where things can't go wrong. If it goes wrong, it means I'm a pathetic reader of human behavior. So, but don't leave your signed book with your broker. It is too risky, especially if it's a broker who has got many employees. One employee doing something wrong, you don't even get you may get an SMS which you may not be very alert to what is happening, and suddenly your account could be wiped clean. That is one huge risk. Don't be stupid. Don't take that risk. I know accounts which have been misused. I know people who have lost money. Second, recently there was this incident in Karvi where the shares of individuals who held a demat account with Karvi got misused by being pledged, and the Karvi management took loans against that and got misused. I have no clue what is the status of that case. Do you know that many such cases are happening regularly? Only thing is the press has no clue. Unless somebody comes and tells them there is a story like this, they will not do the story. They have no clue that this is happening, and this is happening very regularly. I heard about a story day before yesterday from my banker saying, look, some 150 crores of one broker was lost because he had lent money to somebody, and I know the names, so I don't want to name them. They're famous names. And it's a big mess. And so 150 crores of some client money is lost. This is not even a police complaint as of now. I mean, this is ridiculous. Don't keep your account in with a broker whom you do not trust. My demat account is with HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, and I can tell you this is not a paid post. I would prefer holding it in some such bank account where there is tremendous internal system. I know if a share goes out of my bank account and they can't trace it, they will pay for it, right? Because it's a big bank and got a good system. In fact, I operate my ICICI Bank online. By HDFC Bank, I can't operate it online. Their systems are a little more medieval and challenged. That's fine, but I believe other banks also allow operating the account online without having an account with ICICI Securities or HDFC Securities, as the case may be. So keep your account with the stockholding corporation or with any of these big banks, and not with your broker. You want to deal with a different broker, that's fine. You have no clue about their net worth. You do not know whether they are good. I wouldn't keep my money with, I wouldn't keep my demat account with even big brokers, because there's always a chance that it will get misused. Now, what is my worry? My worry is, in the financial services space, it is better that one entity or one person does not control many entities. Now, if there is one person who can control the brokerage business, the demat business, etc., there's a good chance that he will be tempted once in a while to misuse some shares. It happened to my neighbor. He had some 700 shares of HDFC Limited. I'm talking of the old 10 rupee share. And 1 week 100 shares were missing, which means 700 became 600, then it became 600, 700 again. So that 100 shares was missing for 2 weeks, or between two reporting periods it was not there, and my neighbor had no clue what to do about it, and he didn't think anything was wrong. So I said, just do one thing. He was too old for me to explain to him what happened, in the sense that he wouldn't understand, but he had one amazing power. He had the power to shout. So I said, just go scream at your broker, and he was a reputed national level broker. I said, just scream at him and tell him, I'll go to the police, I'll lodge a complaint. How can this figure change? It's not some printing mistake or something. I know you're cheating me. He was paid 20,000 rupees to keep his mouth shut, right? And this guy had no clue what hit him, and I knew what happened. Somebody had sold shares of HDFC Limited, did not have the shares for delivery, and therefore this share got misused. Why did it get misused? Well, he had power of attorney. He didn't even need that. He just moved the share in and out without even a signed document. right? So these things are normal. It is not, protecting yourself is very important. After the event has happened, writing to the PMO and writing to and then saying what is SEBI doing, what is RBI doing, what is PMO doing makes no sense. You need to know how to take care of your backside. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Please learn to protect yourself. Keep your demat account with places which you can trust, which you are sure there are good internal systems and guidelines. I remember one broking company telling me, we have kept a system by which if shares move out of your account, money can move only into your account. I cannot sell my mother's shares and say, please put the money into my account. It just can't happen in those places. So secure yourself. Those things are far more important to know and understand and do before you invest in direct equity. Which share to buy, which share to sell comes much later. Knowing how to protect what you have. Maybe you have a 3 crore portfolio and you're leaving the instruction slip unattended. Maybe you have 30,000 in your portfolio, but what you learn at 30,000 will hold you good even when you have a 30 crore portfolio. So please learn to understand the basic risks that people take while dealing with direct equity and then saying direct equity mein mera loss ho gaya. Direct equity mein nahi hua. You did not pay attention to some of these basics. Don't do that. It's too risky. Hard earned money, don't waste it. Thank you.